Right now, more of the world is standing on American soil than at almost any moment in history. The World Cup is here. Millions of visitors have poured into cities across the country, filling the bars, the stadiums, the trains, the sidewalks, every language, every background. Strangers meeting strangers by the thousands every single hour. Most of them are exactly who they say they are. But somewhere in that crowd, in the next few weeks, someone is gonna lie to you. A too-good ticket deal, a charming new face who moves a little too fast, a stranger with an opportunity that cannot wait. And in the first 60 seconds of that conversation, your brain is going to decide whether to trust them. The problem is that the way your brain makes that decision is exactly the weakness a skilled liar is counting on. Here is what you think you know about spotting liars. And here is why almost all of it makes you easier to fool, not harder. Start with the myth. You have been taught that liars break eye contact. Fidget, touch their face, look up and to the left, shift their weight, sweat. You absorb this from movies, from crime shows, from 1,000 articles promising to teach you the tales. And it feels true. It feels like common sense. It is wrong. Psychologist Bella DePaulo assembled one of the largest analyses of deception ever conducted, reviewing decades of research across hundreds of supposed lie cues. Her conclusion was devastating to everything popular culture had taught. There is no reliable physical tell, no gesture, no eye movement, no fidget that consistently separates liars from truth tellers. The behaviors you were trained to watch for show up just as often in honest, nervous people as in deceptive ones. And in a city full of strangers who are all a little nervous, a little jet lagged, a little out of their element, that myth becomes worthless. Here is why it gets dangerous for you specifically.
The people easiest to catch with the old myths are amateurs, the nervous, guilty, occasional liar. But the person you actually need to worry about during a month like this? The practice scammer, the manipulator, the one who does this for a living and waits for crowds exactly like these, has learned to do the opposite of everything you are watching for. They hold steady eye contact. They stay calm. They smile warmly. They do not fidget because they have done this 100 times and they know what you are looking for. So the myth does not just fail you, it rewards the most dangerous liars and punishes the honest, nervous ones. Confidence reads as honesty, and confidence is the one thing a professional always has. So what actually works in those first 60 seconds? Not watching their face, listening to their structure. The first real signal is something researchers call cognitive load. Lying is hard work. An honest person simply recalls what happened. A liar has to invent a story, keep it consistent, monitor your reaction, and suppress the truth all at once. That effort leaks out, but not in the face, in the language.
Watch for the answer that is smooth on the easy questions and suddenly rough on the specific ones. A liar can rehearse a headline, struggles with detail, so you ask for detail. Not aggressively, casually. Where exactly are you staying? Who are you here with? What match did you come for? Honest people answer with messy, effortless, irrelevant specifics because real experience is full of texture. A liar goes quiet, gets vague, or changes the subject. The richness collapses the moment you step off their script. Psychologist Aldert Vrij, who has studied deception for over 3 decades, found this is one of the only approaches that reliably beats chance. He calls it imposing cognitive load, asking questions that are easy for an honest person and hard for a liar. Ask someone to tell you something in reverse order. A real memory survives it. A fabricated one falls apart, because it was built to be told one way. The second signal is what they do with your trust before they have earned it. Watch the speed of intimacy. A manipulator, a con artist, someone running a game on you will manufacture closeness fast. They mirror your words. They find sudden common ground. They flatter you in a way that feels slightly too good, slightly too soon. Researchers who study fraud call it the rapport rush.
the deliberate acceleration of familiarity to lower your guard before your rational mind can evaluate them. Real trust is slow. Manufactured trust is fast, and it almost always arrives with a reason you should act right now. Which brings us to the third signal, the most important one of all.
Urgency. Almost every scam, every manipulation, every high-pressure lie shares one feature. It needs you to decide quickly. The tickets are almost gone. The deal is only good tonight. You have to wire it now or you lose the spot. They build a ticking clock because they know your slow, careful, rational mind is their enemy, and your fast, emotional, reactive mind is their friend. Psychologist Daniel Kahneman described these as two systems, the fast, automatic one and the slow, deliberate one. Every manipulator alive is trying to keep you trapped in the fast one. Urgency is how they do it. So here is the single most powerful move you have. It works in any conversation with anyone, anywhere in any of these cities, every time. You slow it down. When someone is honest, slowing down costs them nothing. They are happy to wait, happy to let you check, happy to answer the same question twice. When someone is lying or working you, slowing down is the one thing they cannot survive. Delay is poison to a liar. The clock was the whole plan. The moment you refuse to rush, the structure starts to crack. They get frustrated. They push harder. The pressure under the charm shows itself. Watch what happens when you say, I need to check on that first. The honest stranger says, no problem. The one running a game cannot hide the flash of something else. So go back out into it. The crowds, the noise. Just know that the smooth ticket seller, the new friend who moves too fast, the opportunity that cannot wait, you will not catch them by staring at their hands or studying their eyes. You will catch them by ignoring the performance and watching the structure underneath it. Does the detail hold up when you step off their script? Are they rushing your trust? Is there a clock that does not need to be there? The liar is counting on you to trust your gut in the first 60 seconds. The way you beat them is the one thing they never prepared for. You take the full 60 seconds, and then you take 60 more.